get started in a few moments. Thank you. Now I hope you're all as excited as we are for what is set to be an absolutely amazing and memorable launch event of one of the most daring and prestigious initiatives in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take a moment to thank all members of the royal families, and I would like to take a moment to thank your excellencies for being here and all of our distinguished guests. I also want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you amazing people for taking the time. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if it is possible, then guess what? It is most possible, most definitely possible, right here in this magnificent and inspiring city we call Dubai, and this amazing and remarkable country we call the United Arab Emirates. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, right here from Dubai, we set new world records, and that deserves a round of applause. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Omar, and I will be your host for the remainder of this lovely evening. Now, I don't have enough words to be able to express or talk about the history, the amazing achievements of the Binghatti brand. So I would like to direct your attention to the screen so we can all take a deeper look and gain more insight into this amazing brand. Let us watch together.
بعد صلاة الفجر لين صلاة العشاء، واشتغلنا جميعا في شتى التفاصيل وشتى المجالات.
I remember when we first started, we had very basic offices located on site, and I solely operated the procurement department alone. I was doing everything from negotiating and signing deals to checking delivery notes and receiving supplier and subcontractor phone calls, as well as inspecting delivered materials for quality assurance. But I was very keen to have a hands-on experience in order to have a full understanding of the business from the minute details to the bigger picture.
من أكبر التحديات التي تناطي هي مواكبة رؤيتنا. وضعنا رؤية كبيرة لأنفسنا منذ التأسيس، وتحقيق هذه الرؤية يتطلب تحدي دائم لأنفسنا كمؤسسة وكفريق عمل، بالإضافة إلى مواكبة التغيرات العالمية المستمرة. فحرصنا على وضع فريق عمل متميز مرن يمتلك المهارات ويمتلك العزيمة على أن يواكب هذه التغيرات المستمرة.
We were very fortunate.
Into the amazing Binghatti brand. And ladies and gentlemen, watching that video, I couldn't help but think any member of the Binghatti family or the Binghatti organization must feel absolutely proud being able to watch all the achievements and reflect back on it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of the Binghatti brand, it is truly my pleasure and my honor to welcome the CEO of Binghatti to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Binghatti.
سيداتي، آنساتي، سادتي، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، وأهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم جميعا في هذا الحدث العظيم، حيث نحتفل بصناعة التاريخ. ودعوني أبدأ بأن أشكر وأوجه كل الشكر والتقدير وأنسب الفضل لذوي الفضل. فدعوني أبدأ بتوجيه الشكر والتقدير لسيدي صاحب السمو الشيخ محمد بن زايد آل نهيان رئيس دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة العاصمة الإمارات الأولى، وسيدي صاحب السمو الشيخ محمد بن راشد آل مكتوم نائب رئيس الدولة رئيس مجلس الوزراء وحاكم دبي. ما قدمتموه لنا سيدي من قيادة وما وضعتموه لنا في دار الإبداع ودار التميز ودار التطور هو أساس نجاحنا كمؤسسة في بنغاطي. فلولاكم سيدي لم نكن لنصل إلى النجاح الذي وصلنا إليه اليوم، فكل الشكر وكل التقدير لكم سيدي. أود أيضا أن أوصل شكري وتقديري لكل من ساهم في نجاحنا اليوم، سواء من مؤسسات حكومية وسواء من دوائر وسواء من عملاء وزبائن وضعوا ثقتهم بنا كعلامة تجارية، وإلى فريق عمل غاطي المحترف. شكرا لكم جميعا من القلب. Good evening. ladies and gentlemen, ever since I started in the real estate world, I always had a dream. When I saw my favorite car or my favorite watch from world-class brands, and how these brands came up with timeless and intricately designed products. And I always thought to myself, what if we could do the same in real estate? What if one day people would look at my real estate and immediately be able to recognize it from its super iconic design? As time passed by, we worked day and night to make this vision a reality. And it was not long before Binghatti became the famous developer with a signature brand identity. Today is a very special day because today marks the ultimate realization of this brand vision. Today marks the collaboration of two power brands, two brands that have very similar stories, two brands that come from very different sectors, from very different industries. However, they share one story, and that is a story of innovation. The only, the global horology and high jewelry brand, Jacob.
Inspired by the impossible, this is the energy of Jacob & Company. The watches we create, the jewels we craft, the partnerships we build, achieve what has never been imagined. Driven by the creativity and warmth of founder, chairman, and creative director Jacob Arabo, we push the envelope, create new standards, new worlds, our own. We move hearts and minds to a new level of exhilaration. When Jacob Arabo created Jacob & Company in 1986, he did it from the ground up, from nothing. And he took it to where we are today with determination, creativity, and passion. Passion for jewels, passion for watches, passion for being different. Our creative director designs with a unique sense of showmanship, exclusivity, and gemology. He has a fascination for space, which led to the Astronomia collection. He is a hypercar aficionado, which gave birth to the Binghatti Chiron Tourbillon collection. He is a gem connoisseur with an eye for the very best. This is how the billionaire, caviar tourbillon, and mystery collections came to life. Above all else, he loves colour. He uses it as a language, using nothing but green sapphires or orange sapphires, and perfecting the art of rainbow setting with the fleur de jardin. Our watches are bold, exciting. They're like nothing else you've ever seen. They contain complications that push the boundaries of mechanics. When we combine them with high jewelry, we create gem art on a timepiece canvas. Our jewels carry a sense of absolute exclusivity. We only use the very best gems and make them into pieces that tell stories. Elaborate shapes come alive with the light of mineral marvels. Jacob & Company has developed a wide and unique portfolio of partnerships, embracing the best stories and most prestigious brands. We're turning them into timepieces and jewelry that have never been imagined before. We are the official watchmaking partner of Binghatti automobiles. With our partner Paramount, we created a high complication watch called the Godfather. With Universal, a Scarface timepiece. With the Fast and Furious franchise, a high complication watch, we created a Batman tribute collection. We've designed timepieces in partnership with streetwear legend Supreme, and jewelry with the late Virgil Abloh. And we've recently introduced the Jacob & Company CR7 collection. Over the years, Jacob Arabo has built deep relationships of trust and friendship and designed exceptional watches and jewels with celebrities such as Cristiano Ronaldo, David Beckham, Rihanna, Bono, Drake, J Balvin, Pharrell Williams, Conor McGregor, Jay-Z, and Habib Nurmagomedov. Jacob & Company boutiques are located in the world's most vibrant, exciting and leading cities, bringing joy and exhilaration with our creations to New York City, Miami, Geneva, London, Paris, Dubai, to Riyadh, Johannesburg and Istanbul, Singapore to Seoul, Tokyo and New Delhi. We are present in over 50 countries with more than 120 points of sale, a number that's growing at unique speed. We are driven by creation, by the exceptional, by a limitless sense of imagination. We are, at heart, inspired by the impossible.
I want to thank Mr. Binghatti family for the magnificent opportunity to work together on the creation of this new masterpiece in the extraordinary city of Dubai. That is exactly what Jacob & Co. has been able to achieve. With the strength of our slogan, inspired by the impossible. Today, I'm grateful and honored to announce the Burj Binghatti Jacob & Co. residences. Which aspires to break the world record for the tallest residential building in the world. The entire experience of Jacob & Co. will be immersed into building this hyper tower. From our sense of luxury to understanding the beauty of the craft and using the best materials to create true pieces of art. The Burj Binghatti at Jacob & Co. residences will contain all of my creative energy and become the world record scale jewel. It will be completely unique and breathtaking, like the works of jewelry and watchmaking art that I have been designing for Jacob & Co. for the last 40 years. We're treating this building like a rare gem, like a highly complicated timepiece, like a Jacob & Co. piece unique. The synergy between Jacob & Co. and Binghatti is truly unique. Our ambition and energy is contained within this peerless. Back to the stage so we can present our masterpiece.
Shall we, Jacob?
Of course we are. Well, inspired by impossible, as you know.
Breaking boundaries.
Burj Binghatti.
Jacob & Co. residences.
making history. As they break boundaries never believed possible. Another world record is broken. The sky is no longer the limit. This is Binghatti, Jacob & Co. Residences. An architectural tour de force. The culmination of the brand's signature collection. The crown jewel of Dubai skyline. Paving the way for a new era in upper-class real estate. The latest type hotel forms a seamless contour in the heart of Dubai. Rising ostentatiously above the world. Live amidst the clouds. With boundless views to the world's most iconic city.
Billionaire, and will be on 2 levels as a penthouse that cover an entire floor. All these penthouses will have a full interior inspired by the flagship timepieces of Jacob & Co. The project is also home to an exclusive private club featuring an infinity pool. Exquisite amenities include a vast lounge as well as a private event area reserved for Jacob & Co. Materials, details, finishings are all conceptualized and designed in collaboration with Jacob & Co.'s designers, whose attention to detail is being applied on a completely new, unprecedented scale and height. Considering the high exclusive nature of this magnificent hybrid tower, all parties interested in being amongst the distinguished owners will have the opportunity from today onwards to apply through an exclusive nomination form, and priority will be given to the most qualified based on the application criteria. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, and the most exciting news for me personally, and I hope for everyone else, is that Jacob & Co. will be designing a special timepiece dedicated for the Binghatti Jacob & Co. Residences, which can be ordered by buyers in this magnificent hybrid tower. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us today. It's been a complete pleasure.
CEO of Binghatti, Mr. Binghatti, and thank you very much for the inspirational words and for the insightful information into this amazing project. Now, I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm already looking ahead to being able to enter that amazing building. Now, that being said, I hope you found the information provided to be insightful.